What's going on, guys? Dale7402 back with another episode of Ringside Republic Smackdown Live. We are going to be going over your Smackdown Live review for July the 25th, 2017 from Richmond, Virginia. I just don't know, guys. I don't know how I feel about the show tonight. There was some really good shit, and there was some really illogical shit, and I don't know how I feel about the show tonight. It was great main event. I enjoyed it. Uh, there was some good, like I said, there were some good parts and some bad parts. I've got mixed feelings about the show tonight, guys. But let's get right into it. Kevin Owens starts off the show, comes out talking shit about AJ and how he won at Battleground. AJ comes out and says that he wants his rematch tonight. And then all of a sudden, break the walls down! Jericho returns. Guys, they kept this under wraps. They kept this a secret. Nobody heard anything about it. I didn't hear anything about it. Jericho making his return to the WWE tonight. I thought it was going to be months before we saw Chris Jericho again. I thought he wouldn't be back till next year. He still has dates touring with his band Fozzy in November, so maybe he's just going to be around until then. I don't know. But Jericho's back. I'm glad he's back. And it was very exciting and surprising. And I popped. I marked out for a little bit when Jericho returned. I'm glad he was back. He put AJ Styles on the list, and it was funny. And I'm glad he's back. Shane McMahon comes out and makes a triple threat match for the main event. Chris Jericho versus Kevin Owens versus AJ Styles for the United States Championship, being as they were both entitled to a rematch when they lost their titles. Nakamura versus Baron Corbin. Again, this is getting boring. I do not want to see this anymore. Nakamura got the win tonight. Hopefully the feud is over. I believe it is, and I'll talk about that more here in just a minute. Natalya and Naomi is backstage. Natalya tells Naomi that she has no respect for the business. She turned the WWE Women's Championship into a kid's toy, which I agree with. That thing looks fucking ridiculous. And at SummerSlam, she is going to beat the respect into Naomi. And, to be honest with you, I don't really think it matters who wins at SummerSlam, because I am almost positive we are going to see a cash in. I do believe that Carmella will be cashing in her Money in the Bank contract at SummerSlam on the winner of the match. Charlotte and Becky Lynch versus Tamina and Lana. Again, Charlotte gets the win for her team. Charlotte and Becky win. Tamina goes off berating Lana for her shitty wrestling and tells her to come on. There's friction there between them two. I don't really know. Jinder Mahal comes out and demands to know who his opponent is for SummerSlam. Inevitably, John Cena comes out and says, look no further. Here I am. I'll be facing you at SummerSlam. Pretty much just blatantly says, hey, here's the bottom line is I'm facing you at SummerSlam, like it or not. End of story. Daniel Bryan comes out and says that on SmackDown Live, opportunities are earned and not given, even if your name is John Cena. He then does something that I just do not understand. He books John Cena versus Nakamura for next week on SmackDown for the number one contender. Now, guys, this irritates me. WWE needs to be very careful here with what they do. One of two things are going to happen. Either Shinsuke is going to get his first one-on-one loss, and John Cena is going to, I don't want to say bury Nakamura, but I don't know. John Cena, we all thought that John Cena was going to bury AJ Styles. And we were wrong. John Cena is at a point in his career where he is wanting to put over younger talent. So, maybe he will do that. But if Nakamura, I would be fine. I would have been absolutely fine with John Cena versus Jinder Mahal at SummerSlam. I would have been fine with that. Why they have to put Cena versus Nakamura, I just don't understand. I think it's a mistake booking that match on SmackDown. That is a once in a lifetime dream match with a big fight feel, and it should have been booked at a pay-per-view and not on SmackDown Live next week. That being said, I hope Nakamura wins. I hope Nakamura wins. I hope Nakamura wins, and I hope Nakamura goes on to SummerSlam and beats Jinder Mahal. Is it a little early for that? Yeah, it feels a little early. It feels a little rushed, but fuck it. You know, I would rather not see John Cena beat Nakamura. I would rather not see Nakamura's first loss in one-on-one competition at the hands of John Cena on SmackDown Live. I would rather not see that. So I'm pushing for Nakamura next week, and I think it's a mistake that they booked that match. Aiden English and Mike Kanellis versus Ty Dillinger and Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn and Ty Dillinger win. New Day attempt to come out and celebrate their tag team victory and their new tag team titles when they are jumped by the Usos during their entrance. Obviously, that feud is nowhere near done between the Usos and the New Day, and we will be seeing them, I'm sure, in a rematch for the tag team titles at SummerSlam. On to the main event, Chris Jericho versus AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens. This was a damn good match. I would even go so far as to say that this was a great match. I enjoyed this match thoroughly. Chris Jericho looks a little out of shape. He looks like he's gained some weight. He's obviously growing his hair back out, which you know, that's cool. But he needs to get in shape if he's going to be around for a little while. But in the ring, he showed no rust. You know, his in ring prowess is spot on. Okay, he hasn't lost a step as it relates to his in-ring performance, but he is out of shape a little bit, it looks like. They had a great match. They hit a bunch of big spots. They were nice. There were a bunch of sequences and kicks, and it was just a great match. It was a great match. AJ Styles ends up sneaking in and stealing the title. Kevin Owens did a big pop-up powerbomb to Chris Jericho and got the pin, and Jericho kicked out, and I thought the roof was going to go off that place in Richmond, Virginia. Kevin Owens then climbs up, does a frog splash. AJ Styles runs in, grabs KO, throws him out, pins Jericho. 1, 2, 3. He stole the U.S. title. I fucking loved it. Loved it. I don't give a fuck if it feels like they're bouncing the titles around. I just don't give a fuck. Anytime that AJ Styles wins, I am fucking happy with it. Kevin Owens went apeshit outside, throwing fucking cameras and fucking monitors and chairs and just throwing a little fucking hissy fit. Grabs the mic and says, I want my fucking rematch next week and I will take my title back, and everything that happened tonight was unfair. That's your SmackDown. That's what happened. Now, for the rating. This SmackDown show was better than the fucking Battleground pay-per-view, in my opinion. I give this show a 6. I'm going to give this show a 6 because of 2 factors. Number 1, Jericho's return, which I don't give a fuck if it makes sense or not. I'm happy to see him back. Number 2, that main event was a damn great match. And I'm happy with what happened. I'm glad AJ Styles won. So, that's my review, guys. I give it a 6, which is the highest rating. This is, in my opinion, the best SmackDown that we've seen in the last month. All towards the build to Battleground. This is the best pay-per-view, or the best SmackDown Live that we've seen in at least a month. That's it, guys. That's all I got for you. I enjoyed the show tonight. I hope you guys did. If you enjoyed the review, hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Follow me on Twitter at Dale74021. Pledge on Patreon. Patreon.com/Dale74021. I will be heading to work Thursday. I got to work Thursday and Friday. Hopefully, I will have news for you guys and a video Saturday. And until then, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Have a good one, guys.